Hello, hello, and welcome on in to another episode of the Whiskey Crusaders. I'm Will.
And I'm Matt.
Today we are minus Sarah, but trucking along anyway. We are pleased to be bringing you the Midleton Dair Ghaelach.
That's all I can say. This, the finest whiskies ever made. Alright, so Midleton.
Hang on, before you go into that history of things, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe for me, everybody. Matt, you go into the history. I'm going to try to figure out how to pour this thing.
Alright, so yeah, it comes out of this cool box. Here, we're gonna pull. Yeah. It sings to you when it comes out. It goes, oh.
Interesting.
I've loved this box many times. It's batch 1, tree 1, bottle number 104. We're going to the history and the beautiful way this whiskey made, but we're going to let it sit out. So I'm going to pour a little bit right now. This thing needs a little air because it is, oh my gosh. I'm going to have a moment with this whiskey because it deserves one. It really does. Alright, so Midleton. It's in Cork County, Ireland. It's owned by the Irish Distillers Group, which is a subsidiary of Pernod Ricard. It's located next to the Old Midleton Distillery, which serves today as the Jameson Experience, which is the visitor center. Yay. It was originally the Cork Distillery, but in 1966 they merged with John Powers and Jameson to form the IDG, because at the time, of course, the Irish was doing terrible, and that's an understatement. And they had to form together because they were screwed otherwise. So they decided the only distillery that could handle all of them was Midleton, and they needed room to expand at some point in time. So close Jameson, close Powers, and so they go back to handle it. So in 1975, the new distillery was built. And since 2010, they have vastly expanded. It's been over 200 million pounds, which is a freaking lot of money expanding this thing. They built a new aging facility in Dungory, which is a village close by. They have 3 75,000 liter pot stills, which is the largest in the world. That is a crap load of whiskey they can make. Yeah. They also have 3 column stills because they also make grain whiskey there as well. They can make all types of Irish whiskey. They can make single malt, they can make pot still, and they can make your grain whiskeys. They can produce 64 million liters a year. By far the world leader. That is an insane amount of whiskey. I can't even fathom how much 64 million liters of whiskey is.
No, I don't know that they could buy enough barrels to...
For real. They have massive barrels. They built like 20 to the new warehouses. It's crazy. They also have a micro distillery inside that makes 50,000, which is the Method and Madness series. It comes from that cool little place.
They make some really cool stuff.
They do make some cool stuff. It's a little tiny pot stills and fun, cool things. They have the Irish Whiskey Academy there, which is very good. You take a 1 to 3 day course and learn about Irish whiskey, expert novices, whatever you want to do. Really cool stuff. They make all your favorite big brands, Jameson, Midleton, Rebreast, Powers, the Spots, and many, many others. The original Midleton distillery was founded in 1825 by the 3 Murphy brothers, who installed the world's largest still at the time. They had a still at that point made 150,000 liters.
Which is still huge.
That's twice the size of the ones they got.
Yeah.
In 1825, I can't even imagine that. But that's the one they closed in 1975.
Yeah.
So, now let's go into what this bad boy is. This is a very, very special whiskey.
Ooh.
This is the Midleton Dair Ghaelach Grisnell's Wood from the Ballaghtobin Estate. This is a pot still. It's malted, unmalted barley, since it's a single pot still and it's triple distilled. It's 115.8 proof. So this is cask strength Irish. Hell yes. Came out in 2015. This is Grisnell's from the, like I said, from the Ballaghtobin. This is batch 1, tree 1, bottle 104. It's non-show filtered. It is matured first in American bourbon cask, then it's finished in virgin Irish oak. And Irish oak hogshead. Dair Ghaelach means Irish oak, which is the very first time Irish oak has ever been used to make a whiskey. So, yes, it was and the Ballaghtobin Estate is near the Calcan Co in Kilkenny. This whiskey can be traced back to the very tree. This is true, and you can find the freaking tree this whiskey came from, which is amazing. It's 114-acre woods that's on the estate, was first mapped in 1655. The Gabbett family for generations watched over them. Grisnell's Wood, so they know on April 10th and 11th of 2012, they cut down these 10 trees. They went handpicked 10 trees to make these. to make the barrels, to make the Irish hogsheads barrel. The trees were 130 years old. So this is some freaking old trees. So they picked them, so they had to thin them out and nurture them, and they can take them and they sent them over to Galicia, which is the Madabar sawmill, which they've done for 50 years of being sawing wood over there. So once they got there, the Kevin O'Gorman, which is the master of maturation, and the master of cooper, Gare Buckley, the barrel staves, were all used the quarter cut method. The staves then take a 10-hour journey down to the cooperage in Jerez, which is the Apales Lobatas cooperage, where they're air dried for 15 months, which is very, very important. Air dry, kiln drying sucks. But different story. So anyway, the 10 trays then turned into 48 casks, which were then received a medium toast, and finally they were returned to Ireland and filled with 15 to 22 year pot still. It was then nose and months every month by the master blender, Midleton, and Kevin O'Gorman, the master electrician, for almost a year. At 10 months, they said, "This is perfect. We're going to bottle it right now." So
what a hard job.
Yeah, it sounds really rough.
What a rough.
Every month I have to chase amazing whiskey. Is it perfect? So at 10 months, it's perfect.
Such a rough gig.
So they deemed it to be the perfect whiskey to be called, for the very first time, Dair Ghaelach, the Irish oak, virgin Irish oak. It's the very first time it's been done with the homegrown Irish. It won the Irish Whiskey of the Year in 2015 by Whiskey Advocate and Jim Murray's Whiskey Bible. So another fun fact, I looked at this bottle for 6 months. This thing apparently been on the shelf for like 3 years. I was like, I don't know what the hell that is. It's some Midleton, whatever.
No age statement.
No statement. I don't know. It's like $230. I'm like, whatever. Hey, I was like, I got most of the stuff here. I'll check this out. I was like, why not? Because I don't know what it is. Opened in the store with William at Mirage. Blew my freaking mind. We're like, what in God's name is this? I'm like, Irish can play ball. I mean, like, play ball like there's no tomorrow.
This smells
this
amazing.
Competes with any of the best scotches. So
before we get into that though, real quick, we said this is a single pot still Irish whiskey. Mm-hmm. That actually has a legal definition. So it does mean that it contains both malted and unmalted barley, and that is 100% barley.
Correct.
And 100% use of pot still and not column still. So just wanted to verify that. And 3 years old to be an Irish whiskey. So
yes, of course, this is significantly older.
Smells it, yeah.
Our buddy Donald Ranch, the Irish Whiskey Yoda, he says, I guess from what he's done in his research, they said this included even up to some 36 years included in this. But the standard thing based on the box says 15 to 22. But either way, amazing.
So this is super powerfully intense on the nose. The legs on it are long and lingering. The alcohol content is ridiculously high.
The legs are stupid long.
Yeah. Slow to form, slow to fall for sure. We're talking about what?
115.8.
Whew.
I think the highest Irish I've ever had.
57.9. Yeah, I can't think of a higher Irish that I've had.
Yeah, tropical fruits for days.
Yeah.
Pineapple, papaya, mango, melons, bananas, ripe berries.
Absolutely.
Strawberries, raspberries, blackberries. I mean, this thing is just
complicated and
crazy.
High.
Vanilla, honey, honeysuckle.
There's a lot of ethanol alcohol vapors in there as well because of the high proof. Kind of blowing some of those out of there sometimes.
It's a little bit of cinnamon. It gets that malty yeasty as well.
Mm-hmm. That
some
dough.
That dough, yeah.
Unbaked dough.
A little worn leather. Some milk chocolate. Some roasted coffee on the finish. The nose.
Now you can get up behind a coffee note.
Oh. So for me, this is my top 3 best whiskeys I've ever had in my entire life. And I've had a lot of whiskeys. This thing is mind-blowing good. And I know I shared some of this with Daniel when we went to the Whiskey Vault a couple of years ago the first time. He loved it too.
Oh. Wow.
I haven't even tempted it because I know, I don't know if you can see it, but look at the freaking rim on that. The thing hasn't even fallen yet. The oiliness of this is insane. It's just sitting there. Still hasn't fallen.
Wow. Oh my gosh, that is so rich. That is so oily. It is mouth coating beyond.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, really anything.
I'm about to hold on to the counter, I think, because it's that good. Wow.
I don't have words.
It's a tropical fruit bowl. It's dark chocolate, drizzled over melted vanilla ice cream. It's papaya and pineapples, it's melons and mangoes and bananas. It's chocolate-covered raspberries. A bite into a fresh strawberry, blackberries and blueberries. It's like a vanilla wafer dropped into cream. It's so good. It's that rich and dark.
Oh. Oh, it's so sweet and delicious.
Oh,
but
God.
yet complex. There is, oh my God, there's so much going on in there. Wow.
This is covered espresso beans and chocolate.
Yeah, there is a
Really nice.
there's a chocolate, there's a
Yeah.
coffee component in there too. There's almost that bitter cacao.
Yeah.
There's absolutely that sweet mocha. There is, oh my goodness, this has such a depth.
Then you can, beyond all the fruit and all that, you got some cloves and cinnamon, some decadent apple strudels, crumbles, dissolving in your mouth. The finish in this thing goes on and on and on. 5, 15, 20 minutes later, you're still going to taste this thing. This, like I said, this is an epic bottle. This is the top 10 whiskey before you die. You need to freaking try this whiskey. The Dair Ghaelach Grisnell's Wood from Ballaghtobin Estate. Bar none, hands down, best Irish ever. I mean, I've ever had, by far. I mean, there's nothing better than this. We just had, so what we left for you guys, we wanted to compare. We left in our glass the Teeling 24-year single malt and the Rebreast 32 Dream Cask. Okay, so we have all those compared to this. This
I don't know that
blows them out of the water.
I don't even need to smell the other two. I don't need to taste the other two to know that
it makes them look weak.
Yes. Well, and that's partially because of the cask strength.
It is, but the far as complexity goes,
and because
it blows them out of the water. I mean, just blows them out of the water.
Yeah, because to where it went with the Dream Cask, Rebreast Dream Cask, it was berries. Teeling was all tree fruits and tropical. This has both of those aspects dialed up even further, intermingling and playing in a beautiful way. I don't have words. It's just...
This is, like I said, this is God's gift to the world. I've only had maybe one or two other whiskeys truly ever better than this. This is truly stunning. How freaking amazing this is. And I've had other YouTubers over here that have had this and same response. Mind-blowing good.
Yeah, and the drop of water doesn't harm anything. The oils actually separate a little bit more, and I feel like the finish is getting even longer and more lingering. Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, try that with a drop.
I'm going to be very sad.
Because I doubt you've ever put a drop of water in your
I
Dair
never
Ghaelach
have.
before. So.
I usually sit around like an hour and drink this.
Yeah. With good reason. My goodness, is that ever oily and viscous and mouth coating.
Oh, wow. It does change it actually quite a bit.
Yeah. It smooths out. It definitely dials down the proof spike, which I kind of enjoyed, I'm not going to lie. But, oh my God, it's still just... It's amazing.
This is one of those you need to hold on to the counter type whiskeys. There's not many whiskeys I say this. Like I said, I've had a lot. Oh my gosh, it's so freaking good. It's not even funny.
I can't think of anything.
I would pay twice what I paid for this at least.
I would pay twice what you paid for this.
The funny thing is, like, this thing is half the price of any of these other ones. I mean, it blows them out of the friggin' water. So yeah, if you can find one of these, like this is 5 years old at this point, since it came out in 2015.
Oh God, good luck.
Buy it on site if you can. Dear God, somehow find one. Like I said, this is the batch 1 tree one at that. So I can't. No, there's no thing I can say. So like this is the epitome of St. Patrick's Day. This is what you should drink if you can find it. Happy St. Patty's Day, all you fellow Crusaders out there for great whiskey.
Oh my God.
This is it.
Yeah.
But I think for science, I think I need to blend all three together.
Ooh.
So I'm gonna blend.
I have just like drops of each.
The 24-year Teeling. See what we get out of this. And some Rebreast Dream Cask.
Oh, I love this idea.
So we're going to combine all three, probably the three greatest Irish whiskeys I've ever had, all into one glass. Let's swirl, give that a good swirl around. Give that some good spin on it. Oh, that's beautiful. Those legs. Oh, so good.
So what do you think is going to take over?
Oh, I think that this is going to, but I think it's going to add some really unique characteristics.
On the nose, the Dair Ghaelach took over.
Oh, my. All those red berries just bounce out of there.
Mmm.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. Yay.
Yay, blending.
Yay, indeed. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button for us. And you know what, man? Until next time, keep on crocheting better whiskey in your glass.
Cheers.
And if you can't get better whiskey in your glass, blend it together. Happy St. Patty's Day.
Cheers.
Oh. Oh. Midleton Dair Ghaelach. Dair Ghaelach.
Yes. With that good Gaelic noises.